Hello fellow artists and patrons. My name is Theo and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Today I want to talk about the topic of finding your art style. Please enjoy this time lapse of my work in the meantime. I sometimes hear people say, I can't find my style. How do I establish a style that's uniquely mine and immediately recognizable? There's no question about the importance of a unique style for an artist. If there weren't so many interesting ways we rendered the images we saw in the physical world or in our imagination, there wouldn't even be art in the world. There would just be unemotional, factual, visual information with nothing added to it. Your art style is your signature, the reason for your making. But I'm here to tell you that you never need to look to find your art style. Instead, you just make more. An art style is not much more than the concentration of a collection of an artist's predilections during the processing, constructing, and reconstructing of visual information. And it's a long process of emergence. Let's take the example of someone doing comic book characters. The first time you draw a face, nothing about the features is settled. You may draw the eyes a dozen different ways and the nose some other. Afterwards, you reflect on it and make changes to the approaches you take. Next time, you do it closer to the way you like, narrowing it down to a few different takes. And the time after that. Each time you refine your practice, it becomes more determined and less open. And you're making fewer and fewer random decisions as time goes on. Eventually, you will achieve a consistency throughout your work for these features. And that is your art style. In short, each time you make work, you're collecting formulae from the cognitive processes so that next time you do the same thing, you have a pre-calculated shortcut. We formulate chains so that we can do them faster, and style can be considered a byproduct of that. You may also want to consider the role of artistic influences while you're finding your style. You don't want other people's influences to make artistic decisions for you entirely, but you also want to have resources. Like mathematicians need equations and formulae calculated by mathematicians before them. I remember reading somewhere that it's good to have as many sources of influences as possible, and I think it's very good advice for art practices. And that concludes this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. You can also click the bell to receive notifications when I release new content, all about art, improvement, tips and tricks, mindset, and more. Thank you for watching. Hope you find joy in art and manage to vest meaning in the making of it.